Good morning, everyone. Welcome to a Stampin' Chat with Kay. Yay, we have some friends on. Thank you for joining me. Hope you have your coffee. I am drinking mine this early morning. I thought it was going to be sunny today, but it's a little dark and dreary. But that's okay. Coffee makes everything sunny, right? Good morning. Oh, so sweet. Mary Ellen says, off to get her coffee and then she'll be ready to watch. I'm a couple minutes late because I was getting my coffee and then it didn't work the first time because I put new beans in the coffee maker and they weren't going down that little swirly hole that they're supposed to go down to, so I had to take the little top off and push them down with my fingers to get it to work. Oh, goodness. Oh, you're sharing already. How nice is that? Thank you, Yvonne. You're so sweet. She's always like, between her and Jean, they're like the first ones to share all the time. Good morning. So great to have you here. We're going to talk about new in colors today. 5 new colors joining the Stampin' Up! Lineup on June 3rd. Of course, as demonstrators, we are so lucky we get to play with new colors early as part of our demonstrator pre-order. So I've been doing that. So I'm going to show you some cards I made that use the in colors. And then we're even introducing some new products today. As you know, I've used the Ornate Thanks before on a Facebook Live. Or no, maybe not. Maybe it was the bundle and I used the edgelets that go with it. Or those little border dies. I think that's maybe what I used. But today we are going to use the stamp set that's part of that bundle to make these really pretty cards. I'm going to show you the cover of the new catalog. So if you don't have a new catalog, and you are definitely one of my customers because you've placed an order over this past year, let me know. I would like to know that if you haven't gotten it. Yeah, I had Stampin' Up! Send them out, and so far most of my customers are telling me they have received it, so that's good news. Good morning, good morning. So nice to have everybody here. Yes, sharing is a good idea. If you share it on your timeline or maybe a group you're in or with some family members, that is wonderful. I really appreciate it. Be sure you come back to this video and let me know that you've shared. That's one way to get in the drawing. We're going to give away the 2 cards that I'm making along with a half pack of the holiday rhinestones. And don't let the name fool you. The holiday rhinestones are colors that work all year around. For some odd reason, I don't think gold, I know gold is kind of like a holiday color, but I don't know. I think green and red are holiday colors. But this pack of rhinestone has a lot more than green and red. It has blue and kind of like a pool party color, and it also has like a yellow color. And some of those colors go nice with the new in colors too. All right, well, I think I'm going to go ahead and show you the pretty new colors. Yeah, I think I told you, gosh, I'm having a brain fart here. I think I told you the giveaway would be a half pack of the holiday rhinestones along with the cards, because the cards we're making today have the holiday rhinestones. Oh, do I need more coffee? Yes, I do. Okay, so let me show you the in colors. Be ready to be wowed. They're so pretty. Here's a little card that has all 5 of them on. And I have already shared on my blog, for those of you that follow such things, stampingtoshare.com, you know that I'm doing a paper share. So this will be the in color paper share that will be part of my perfect paper share that I'm doing. So I'm taking reservations for that. Isn't it pretty? So let me see if I can remember these colors. I've been practicing. The yellow color is called Bumblebee. The bright pink color is called Magenta Madness. The green color is called Just Jade. The blue color is Misty, oh boy, Misty Moonlight. I almost forgot it. Misty Moonlight. I've worked on these, you guys. I have a terrible memory, so this is kind of like a big accomplishment for me. The, what's the other one? The kind of brownish colored one is cinnamon cider. I always want to call it cinnamon stick, but it's actually cinnamon cider, which is a good name. I like these names. So that is the new in colors. And I have some cards I want to show you that also use the new in colors. So these are all ones that I made that use punches, and then they're all the exact same design. So it's just a great little display to show my customers, such as you and all of my stamping friends, how these in colors look when they're used in kind of a monochromatic way. So the first one, I should put these in alphabetical order. Let me see if I can do that really quickly. And I can. All right, so we're going to start with this one. And the alphabetical order helps me remember what the names are. This is the Bumblebee card. So isn't that pretty? So it uses our large daisy punch and the Timeless Tulip stamp set. You can see there's some ribbon on there and some little in color enamel dots that just kind of make this extra special. And this is, oh, what is the name of it? Let me go grab it. I have a little frosted epoxy droplet on here. So I'm gonna hold that up to the camera so you can see it. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, so very fun. Very pretty color. The next color is the next one in alphabetical order, because that's how my brain works. It's called Cinnamon Cider. Here it is. And it uses, again, all of these cards are going to be using the Timeless Tulips for the little stems that you see on there. And then it's got a little ribbon in cinnamon cider, some little enamels, and then a new thing from Stampin' Up. Do I have one? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, hold on. I'm going to put the camera down. I have a little box here of stuff, but I don't have an extra. Darn it, because now I won't be able to tell you the name. But we have some little wooden elements that you can purchase on June 3rd when the new catalog starts at noon Mountain Time. And it's just a little kind of, I don't know what shape that is. I don't know how many sides it has, but it's just a little wooden thing that you can put in the center of your flowers. So pretty cute. And it goes good with the cinnamon cider. All right, the next card I'm going to show you, again, same design, same stamp set, different punch. This punch, in case you're wondering, was the medium daisy punch. And this punch is the perennial flower punch. Looks like this. And it uses Just Jade, a new color called Just Jade. Very pretty. And again, it uses, I think it's a frosted. Yes, it's a frosted clear, or no, it's a frosted droplet. That's actually staying in our product lineup. It's got the ribbons. I love these tiny little enamel dots in the new in colors. They're really cute. All right, and the next two use the daisy punch, or not the daisy punch, excuse me. Use the tulip punch. That's part of a Timeless Tulip bundle. So let me show you these two. So the first one is Magenta Madness. This is a bright pink, you guys. So bright. I know there will be a lot of appropriate people to send this to. Anybody who loves the color pink, for example, will love this card. All right, and the next one and the final one is the Misty Moonlight. Here it is. So it's a really pretty kind of dusky blue. I wouldn't say dusty blue, a dusky blue. It's nice. Sort of like a pair of blue jeans that haven't quite faded to where they look bad when you wear them out. But they're not the bright indigo color that they were when they were new. So just kind of that comfortable in-between denim color. There we go. So those are the new in colors in card format. And then the cards we're going to make today are these two. Hopefully you can see them. Aren't they pretty? So I'm excited to show you how to make these and use some new product. It's fun. All right, so I'm going to, is there anything else I need to tell you? I don't think so. Yes, I think I can turn, oh! There's a new catalog. I'm excited to show this cover to you because that is where the inspiration for this card comes from. Do you see it? Do you see how I got my inspiration for making this card? It's awesome. Oh, I better not hold it up too high here. All right, so I'm gonna flip the camera down and you'll be able to see that a little bit better here in a second. So give me a minute here. Okay, so here is the new catalog. Very excited about this. And I didn't have to go very far to find inspiration. I just looked at the cover. So Stampin' Up! The catalogs are worth their weight in gold for all of the ideas that you get throughout the year and even in the years to come, because I always keep my catalogs just so that I always have at my fingertips ideas that I can copy and be inspired from. So this is the card that I picked to case. And so this is how it turned out. So you can see I used a background paper. They made their own on this card, but I just cheated and went with a Memories and More card. And then they have the punch, and I can't remember what stamp set this is that they're using here because I didn't even look it up. I just knew that it would also work for a stamp set that I really like, which is the Ornate Thanks. And then of course I've got a couple of butterfly punches here. And it's just pretty and fun. So these are the two cards we're going to recreate. So let me go ahead and show you the most amazing thing here. So you'll notice that I have ribbon around here. Well, it's not ribbon, it's the linen thread. And it's always kind of hard to put linen thread around designer series paper because designer series paper is a little more flimsy. I mean, you can do it, but it almost works better if you attach your designer series paper to cardstock first and then cut it out to the size you want, and then you can do your tying on of the twine or the thread fairly easily. However, this was not hard for me, and the reason is because I was able to use the Memories and More card pack. So I bought 2 of these card packs because it's so beautiful. So this is what it looks like unopened, and it's called Flowers for Every Season, and they come in 3x4 and 4x6. And we even have envelopes that coordinate with those sizes so that you can make really quick, like instant cards. And so let me just open up this pack. Oh, I have some other little swatches here. So I'll just give you a quick look through of what this is like. Just beautiful pieces that you can use. Pretty much could use the exact same design that I did on this card and just switch out to different styles. Look at how pretty that one is. Then we have some kind of like, oh, I love this one. Isn't that pretty? All those little sprigs of greenery, and then it has the, what is that? The cinnamon cider kind of wood in there, so then you could put this one right here. Look how pretty that would be. So this is a very easy to design, to replicate. They even have a, kind of a Christmassy poinsettia one in here. Look at that, so pretty. And then I love the sunflowers, so there's some sunflowers, and then just a whole bunch of posies. And this is kind of would work for year-round card giving. So you've got kind of fall cards and summer and spring and Christmas. It's just going to work great. Then the other side, is more geared to memories. So if you do scrapbooking, these are perfect little journaling cards because they even have lines. I need lines when I journal because it's hard for me to write straight across. And so here we go with some ideas for what you could do for adding to your scrapbook pages. Then, let me show you the other ones here. So these are great just for quick cards. Oh, and you know what you can do with these? So there's some that look like this. You can cut out the individual sentiments and add them to your card. Boom, you got a card. So you've got like rain or shine, relax, yay for today. There's so many nice ones. And then this one is kind of a more Christmassy style one. It's cold outside, season's greetings, merry and bright. So you can just cut those out individually with your scissors and add them to your card as a sentiment. Very cool. And there's lots of sentiments there. Then, of course, if you don't want to do that, the other side has really pretty images as well. So let me grab these out so you can see these. But that's kind of neat. I like those words, all very cuttable. And then these, look at this one. This just makes such a quick card if you're interested in making cards. From the heart, you are my sunshine. That'd be a cute little summer card. On my mind, feeling festive. This is more of a Christmas one. You inspire me. Embrace today. Look at how pretty. All those summer colors. I love it. And then, of course, the back side. Again, perfect for journaling in your scrapbooks. Or you could even, if you're making a smaller card, you could put these on the inside panel and just write your note with lines. How nice is that? Then the 4x6 pieces look like this. Always remember, I love you. That would be a beautiful Valentine's cards. You could add some hearts. The color that we're using with the bright red here is Poppy Parade. So look at this one. Instant card. I love instant cards. Here's Bloom and Grow. All of these. Oh, and look at this awesome background. So we've got this one in Cinnamon Sticks. This one in Misty Midnight. This one in Bumblebee. This one in Magenta Madness. Oh my goodness. And then some stickers that can help you customize your card making or your scrapbook pages. So these are really nice. I like them a lot. So, oh, and the back side. We have to show the back side. So the stickers obviously wouldn't have a back side, but here you go. Again, these would make quick cards or really nice fillers on your memory keeping. I love it. One more here. Look at how pretty that is. And then this one. Okay, so there are, that's the, again, it was called Flowers for Every Season, Memories and More card pack. Then I did use some designer series paper that coordinates with this. So on the inside panel, you can see I've got a little strip here and then a little butterfly. So you can see that. And that uses a new set of paper from Stampin' Up! Called Flowers for Every Season. It's a 6x6 pack. So there's a lot of paper in this pack. It's 12 different designs, 4 of each design, 4 of each style of paper. So you get 48 sheets in this one pack. So I'm going to show you what these look like. Again, called Flowers for Every Season. You'll be able to order this already June 3rd, starting at noon Mountain Time. But here's all your beautiful in colors off to the side, with the exception of the Poppy Parade and the Whisper White. And then this is half of the pages that are in this designer series paper pack. So you can see you have some kind of fall colors, summer colors. Here's a Christmassy designer series paper. They all really match the card pack really nice, so they kind of go hand in hand if you're thinking about card making with this Memories and More card pack. And then the other side has more of your kind of fall and winter colors on the back here. And I love the sunflower papers. They're so pretty. I can't wait to work with that. And then I actually made a card that I'm going to be sharing, I think, next week, because I want to send it off to my daughter that uses this particular one. So pretty. Because she loves Just Jade. As soon as she saw the new in color, she's like, Mom, my favorite one is Just Jade. I love Just Jade. So that's cool. All right, so here's the card we're making. We're going to use Just Jade, and we're going to use the bumblebee paper to make this card. And then we have the Christmas or the holiday rhinestones. So this is a pack I'm going to give away. All you have to do is, you know, share where you're watching from or share this on your timeline and let me know you've shared. It's just going to be fun. So let's go ahead and get started. I do want to show you what the stamp set looks like. So this is available to order now because it was part of a customer early offer called Ornate Thanks. And then it can be bundled with the set of dies that go with it. So I know you've seen me make a shower card with these, with this part of the bundle. And now today we're making a thank you card with the other part of the bundle. And of course, you can purchase the bundles separately, the pieces separately, but if you do purchase the bundle, you save 10%. So that's always kind of a bonus. And let me grab my other things, which I thought, oh, here we go. So the first thing I think we're going to do is I'm going to show you the little card pieces. So now you could use designer series paper if you don't have the Memories and More. It's just going to be easier to wrap your twine if you happen to have the Memories and More. So because it's a harder cardstock, it's stiffer. So it will take the twine wrapping a lot better. So these are 3x4 Memories and More cards. And this is what the other side looks like. Again, we're not going to use this side, so no big deal. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap our twine first. So I have the linen thread right here. I'm going to give myself a generous amount to work with. And we're just going to wrap it around. And, you know, it's really easy to give yourself a generous amount to work with. I think I'm going to put it this way. It's hard to know which way is up and which way is down on these, because they kind of both can go either way. But the reason I'm giving myself a generous amount to work with is because I'm on video. And it seems like whenever I'm on video, if there's a way for me to mess it up, I mess it up. So we are just going to work with a lot, and that eliminates being precise. There we go. So there's the first one, and I just tied it into a knot because that's all I want to do at this point. Then, oh no, wouldn't you know my scissors is not at my desk. I will run get it and I'll be, oh no, it is at my desk. No need to run, it's right here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is tie this into a bow, and I'm gonna make kind of a big floppy one because you can always adjust it once it's made. And you can keep it big and floppy, or you can cut it back a little bit. So that's easy. I think I'll bring it in just a little bit. I want it to be a little delicate looking. There we go. So now, once you have all that done, then you can kind of adjust it as to where you want it on your paper. Now my bow, for some reason, is looking better in this direction, so I'm just going to bring it down to this side. We're gonna call that the bottom. And then you can kind of push your paper in so there's a little bit of flex here. And that way you can move the bow around to exactly where you want it. And then once you have it exactly where you want it, flip it over and just secure that down. So I just take a little bit of Scotch tape here just to give that some staying power. Then I'm just going to trim these ends. And there we go. So we've got one prepared, and now we'll prepare the other one real quick. So again, give yourself a generous amount. Maybe not quite as generous as what I've got, but it works. All right, so here we go. Oh, thank you guys. There's so many of you sharing. I really appreciate it. And I see we've got people watching from all over the place. Even on the East Coast, which is nice. Thank you so much. All right, then I'm going to trim this off here. Oh, I see lots of people are loving the designer series paper. We have someone who just shared from Indiana. Thank you. Oh, Mary Ellen's telling me she puts a glue dot down where she wants the bow, and that keeps the ribbon in place while she ties it. Well, that's a very good idea. I like that idea a lot. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and and just finalize this bow, and boom. And I can trim that up a little more if it looks too floppy on the card, I can always trim it up more. Then we're gonna just bring this down because you want the very skinniest little edge down here, maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so. So just bring it all the way down, and then when you have it where you want it, flip it over, and again, just a little tiny piece of Scotch tape back here will keep that in place for you. All right, so now let's go ahead and get the card base. The card base, oh, you guys, if you have not ever experienced the Stampin' Up! Thick Whisper White, maybe it's time, because this is the sturdiest card base. It's just wonderful. It is something we asked for years, and then a few years back Stampin' Up! Brought it into our lineup, and I love using it, especially when I'm making a card that has quite a bit of stuff on it. So you'll notice there's 5 big embellishments, there's some dimensionals, there's a couple of layers of paper, 2 of which are pretty thick, and it just makes your cards stand up all perfect and perky. Whereas sometimes the Whisper White, which is a thinner cardstock, which is perfect for stamping on, doesn't do as great being a card base with lots of layers. So I encourage you to try it if you haven't already tried it. It's a wonderful product from Stampin' Up! And this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, so I already have that ready. And of course I always like to use my bone folder just to give that an extra press so that it lies flat while we work with it. Do you know that I sell so many bone folders, and I'm convinced it's because you all are seeing me use it, and then you realize the value of having a bone folder in your office. It just makes things so easy to work with and gives you such crisp folds. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some multi-purpose liquid glue, which truly, I don't know, do I have any in my little secret stash? I don't. See, I was creating across the room, so I have to run get all the things I left across the room in order to finish up this card. Yes, it's a little discombobulated, but you can see how quickly I can go across the room and come back, because there's only about 3 steps over and 3 steps back. All right, so we're going to take the liquid glue, and I can use that on this paper. Even though it's Whisper White, it's because it's the thick Whisper White, so the liquid glue works super. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this, put it onto your paper. You're going to make sure you have a fairly thin line on the right side, and then you're going to bring it up, maybe 3/4 of an inch or so from the bottom. Did I not put glue in that spot? I didn't. Hold on, I got to add a little glue here. I forgot to put glue at the bottom of the card below the ribbon. There we go. So now just press that in, give it a second to take. And then we're going to go ahead and finish up here the other side. So let me do that real quick. This time I won't forget the bottom edge. We're going to flip that over and do the exact same thing. So you're going to put it fairly close to the right side, and then about, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch, you know, just eyeball it. Wherever it looks good to you is where it should go. There we go. So pretty, I love it. Then you can kind of look at this and decide if you want to trim these down a little bit or if you want to just kind of have them loose and flowing. Totally up to you. I think I'll just make the bows a little bigger, and we might just leave them. All right, so now the next thing we need to do is a little stamping and punching. So here we have our 1 by 4 1/4 inch strips of our new in color paper. We have the Just Jade, and we have the Bumblebee. And what we want to do, and the reason it seems so long, is because we're going to punch out a pen and end. So we've got the triple banner punch, and we have this, you just want to bring it all the way into the back and give it a punch out, and that gives you an instant banner which is fabulous. And you don't have to fool with it, trying to make that banner end perfect. The punch does all the work. Then I have good news for those of you that were wondering why you couldn't find the Stampin' Pierce mat in the new catalog. For those of you that got the new catalog, it isn't in there. However, due to an outcry from so many demonstrators who were like, what are we going to stamp on with our photopolymer stamps? Stampin' Up! Is letting us keep it. So it's not in the catalog, but you can still order it starting June 3rd. I think it's actually maybe not available at the moment, but it will be soon. You'll just have to use the old number from the old catalog, but we will still be able to get it. So that was a relief because, oh my goodness, I mean, it does work just fine if you want, if you already have something like this. So this is the Stamparatus foam mat, works great. So if you'd rather use that because you already have a Stamparatus, that's what you can use. It'll work great. However, I have like 20 of these and I was a little sad to let them go. So you know why I have so many. It's because I do spring fling and fall flare. So I always like to put those out at the tables for people that are using photopolymer stamps and don't have one of their own. So here it is, the thanks, and I should show you, we're using Tuxedo Black. Fabulous color and works great. If you're going to use a black, use the Tuxedo Memento ink with your photopolymer so it doesn't stain up your photopolymer stamps. So ink that thanks up, and then you're just going to stamp that up towards the top. Give it a little time to soak into your paper. Bring it away. Ooh, that is bright. I re-inked this, as you can tell. So there's our second one. And then we are going to stamp. Now, I should show you. There's so many sentiments. So you could say, thanks from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for everything. Thanks, your kindness is so love. Thanks, you made my day. Thanks for all your help. Thanks for all you do. Thanks from all of us. There's a lot of options. So I picked, I can't even remember. Oh, thanks for all you do. Thought that was a good one. I mean, they're all good. So thanks for all you do, and I'm just stamping now for all you do right here. It's great because you can see right through the stamps to know exactly where you're stamping. That is the joy and beauty of using a photopolymer stamp. Ta-da! Okay, so now the stamping is all done. We're going to flip these over. We're going to add dimensionals because this is going to be popped up on our card. So I'm going to add 3 dimensionals. Carol says, what if you don't have a Stamparatus? Well, if you don't have the foam mat from a Stamparatus, like I mentioned, you can still get the Stampin' Pierce mat. Stampin' Up! Will be keeping it. So that is good news for all of us that like to use it. All right. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. Oh, I'm seeing so many people who have shared. Thank you. All right, so here we go. We've got this off. What we're going to do now is we're going to put this pretty bumblebee color right here over the top, and you're going to snug it up almost to the linen thread. Oh no. Okay, I'm not putting this down. I have to think about this because I messed it up. I didn't let it dry long enough. I'm not going to send a messed up one to one of you. So let me see. You know what? We're going to make a pink one. We're going to use Magenta Madness. So let me just give me a second here to restamp. The other one looks a little messed up too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're gonna vary these colors. I think it's because I put too much ink on here. All right, so we're gonna let these dry a little longer, and then we're going to make the butterflies while this is drying. Oh, and I got ink on my fingers. Oh, I tell you, it's just one of those days, I guess. So we're gonna restamp these. Lucky I had some spares. Goodness. So let me go ahead and put this on. See, that's what happens. Real life stamping. You never know. But I'm not going to send a beautiful card like this smudged. So we're just redoing it, and it'll slightly be different. It'll have slightly different colors, but it all is going to work out great. There we go. Just goes to show you how versatile these colors are, how beautiful they're going to look with our cards. See? See how pretty that looks? But I'm not touching it. And I need to wipe my fingers off. So I got the handy dandy chamois, which I cut in half and put in one of these guys, one of these half mount wood blocks. And if you ever have the issue like I seem to be having today, you can just kind of wipe the ink off right on the chamois from your fingers. All right, let's do butterflies. Let's set this aside to dry a minute. And let's do butterflies. So you want a scrap of your basic black paper. And then you're going to use the Duet butterfly punch. You're going to punch out 2 sets. And then you're going to punch out an extra for the inside. So here's one. And we're going to do one more little extra for the inside. There we go. Now we can go ahead and we can add dimensionals to these. So 2 of them will have dimensionals. So let me grab that. So we've got the bigger dimensional here that we're going to put in the bigger butterflies. And then we have mini dimensionals that will fit perfectly in the smaller butterflies. So let me grab my Take Your Pick tool, which is also a really popular item from Stampin' Up! Because it allows you to grab those little tiny dimensionals, and it also assists in taking the peelies off. If you struggle to get the peelies off, this is a good tool to use for getting peelies off. And then we can just take those peelies off. See, you can just go like this, flick them off with your Take Your Pick tool. If you have trouble grabbing them because you maybe have fake nails or whatever. I have real nails now, so because, you know, COVID, I've got my real nails back. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our card here. Hopefully this is dried. I still don't like the way it looks. I'm going to flip it over. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry, you guys, but this is just one of those things that I just can't stand it. I got to make it just perfect. So I think last time I didn't press on it evenly. There, that looks so much better. Now that's going to have to dry a little bit longer, but that's okay. Goes to show that you shouldn't over ink your ink pads. All right, so we're going to set this aside. Maybe I should share with you what I do when I do over ink my ink pads. I just get a scrap of paper like this, and then unfortunately, if you've over inked your ink pads, like obviously I have, what you need to do is just take the cover off, go like that. Look at how dark that is. Go like that a couple of times to take off that excess ink, and then the next time you stamp with it, it won't be so horrible. All right. Now, all right, let's get back to doing something here. So this one should be good and dry. So we're going to take dimensionals. Where did they go? Oh dear. Here they are. We're gonna start over with this. Put 3 dimensionals on the back. I promise, the cinnamon spice is, or cinnamon cider. See, I keep calling it the wrong thing. Cinnamon stick, cinnamon spice, it's called cinnamon cider. But here it is. We're going to set it right above the ribbon with the right edge, almost to the edge of the card, but not quite. Bring that down a little bit and press that on. Then you can take your butterfly. I like to kind of flip the wings up a little bit. You're going to put the big one about right here, and then you're going to take the little one. You're going to set this one up here in the corner like so. So cute. Then you're going to open it up, and you're going to take I still have it. I do. You've got your 1/2 inch strip by 5 1/4 inch strip, and you're going to put that on the inside. So just make sure you're using the properly colored designer series paper so that it will coordinate with whatever you've put on the outside. Just set that in. I'm flipping it around because there is kind of a top and a bottom with some of these flowers. So that looks good. Then I'm going to take the other little extra tiny butterfly punch out, add just a little bit of glue to the back, and we're going to set this in like here. There we go. So we got the inside and the outside done almost. So now we're going to take these little guys, and this is the giveaway again. So I'm going to divide a 1/2 pack of the holiday rhinestones. I'm going to take my Take Your Pick tool, and I think we're going to go ahead and use, kind of use that little pool party color because it shows up really pretty on this butterfly. So if you're ever doing 3 rhinestones, whoops, I just put it on and took it right off. Put one on at the top, and then put the next one on, not next to it, but at the bottom, like so. Then it's easy to get the 3rd one in there without it looking kilty, because then it's easy to see because you're just putting it right in the middle. There we go. So we've got those, and then we're going to add 2 to the little tiny butterflies. So 2 in a row is easy. You can't mess up a row with 2. But sometimes putting 3 on, it can get all kilty if you don't put the top one on and then the bottom one on and then put the middle one on. That works the best. There we go. So we have one beautiful card completed, ready to be given away next week on Tuesday. Now let's finish that other one that I've messed up so many times. We're going to use the Magenta Madness. It's fabulous. We're going to flip it over. No one will know you had a mistake back there because no one's going to see it. We're putting this down with dimensionals and they won't be able to peek under it. So then you can pull the peelies off, and you're going to put this on your card just like we did with the other card. Have your tail, your banner tail, go to the left. Put it on right above that linen thread. Then we're going to add our fabulous pop of butterflies here, wherever it went. Oh, here it is. Got them stuck they're stuck to things because I put stuff on top of them. Flip your wings up if you want to. Set this one here, and then take the other one, which I have to fix because I had it sitting on something, but I got it off, and then just put that one about right there. Then we're going to add some gems, and I think we're going to go with these bright yellow gems. Looks really pretty and sparkly. Add this to the top and bottom of the baby butterfly, and then we're going to do the exact same thing with the bigger butterfly. Put one at the top, one at the bottom, and then it's really easy to know where to put your middle one. And it's easy to get them lined up. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. And then the side panel, of course. So let me quickly finish that here. And we'll set this in on the left side. And we'll grab that other little butterfly, add a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue, and we'll set that in just down here, wherever you want. But I kind of like it down here because then it doesn't interfere with your salutation or your signature. And then you've got plenty of room to write. There it is. Here are the 2 cards that'll be in the giveaway. Aren't they lovely? And then I'll show you all the cards here that we did. So we actually have 4 colors here to show off. So we've got the Bumblebee, and the Magenta Madness, and the Cinnamon Spice. No, what is it? Cinnamon cider. Honestly, I'll have it figured out within 2 years. And then the Just Jane. There it is. Aren't they pretty, you guys? Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. So this is what's waiting for you on Tuesday. Or no, it's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday, June 3rd, when the new catalog goes live. We'll be able to get all of these fabulous new colors that are part of the Stampin' Up! Lineup. You guys have a wonderful weekend. We are very excited. We are going to be golfing this weekend with my daughter and her husband, and we are just looking forward to a lot of relaxation and hopefully some sunshine. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.